Hello friends, welcome to IT Dolphin. So today we're going to talk about a very important question that any organization who's running an ERP for a very long time has to face. And the question is it time to change your ERP? An ERP is a nervous system of an organization, and changing your ERP is a very critical decision. Changing an ERP, you can say, it's equals to going through a brain surgery, and you have to think a lot of time before making this decision. However, the world is changing very fast. Every day new technologies are coming into the picture. Your customers are using these technologies. They are using tablets. Now we have millennials coming into our organizations, and their demands are increasing day by day. Although, as I said, that ERP is the nervous system of an organization, but maybe now it's the time that your ERP is not fit for the purpose and it's time to change your ERP. So what are the considerations that you need to take care while changing an ERP, and what is the right time when you can take this decision? Let's look into that. So the problem here is very simple: explore or exploit. You have an existing ERP. You are using this ERP for years. Your business is used to it. You have lots of maybe customizations that you have built over that ERP. And you want to exploit this investment. You want to continue exploiting this investment. This is one. Or either you can go and explore something new. You can explore a new technology. You can explore a new ERP. You can change your organization from the old way of working to a new way of working. This is called exploring. And this is the choice that we have to make. One of the obvious questions that you need to ask, and it's time to change your ERP, is that if your organization is growing very fast. So maybe your existing ERP was fit for your small organization when it started, but now your organization has grown big, and you need to consider switching to a new ERP which can handle these kind of volume and these kind of processes. Your organization can grow vertically or horizontally. Vertically means that maybe your organization is having more branches, more offices, so the volume of the transaction is increasing. And vertically means that maybe your organization is going into different businesses, and the complexities and the number of processes, business processes, is increasing. In both cases, if your small organization was using one ERP which was fit for a small organization, maybe it's time to switch to a new ERP which is a good brand maybe, and which is a big ERP name such as Oracle, SAP, Great Plains. You can move to that, and this can be the point where you can take this decision to switching to a new ERP. You need to consider that the amount of money that you are putting in order to maintain your existing ERP solution is how much, and how much you will be saving if you go to a new ERP which has the capability to handle more complex requirements and more complex needs of your organization. So this is one of the questions that you need to consider while switching your ERP. One of the key driving factor that is influencing the change of ERP is that your existing vendor of your ERP has stopped the support of the current version. So now you are on a crossroad. Either you should upgrade your existing ERP, which may have a lots of cost and effort and changes in the organization, or maybe you can switch to a better ERP, maybe of the same vendor or maybe of another vendor. This particular option, when you want to upgrade, instead of upgrading you go to a new ERP, this gives you an opportunity to move to cloud. Cloud is nowadays a very attractive option where it's very less costly and easy to implement. So when you're thinking to upgrade your ERP, consider why don't you switch to a new ERP. In any business, the constant thing is change, and with the period of time there are lots of changes in the business. Maybe your existing ERP was able to cater the changes up till now, but now maybe your business has changed completely. Maybe there are new line of businesses, maybe the existing way of business doing the business has changed, maybe your management has changed, and all these factors can influence you to switch to a new ERP. One of the unavoidable situation that you can find yourself in is that your government has changed some laws, has changed some requirements from government that is forcing you to change your ERP solution. One example, which is a recent example, which can be the GDPR requirement that has come in EU, where the people are not ready, and maybe they are running on an in-house solution which does not have that much of privacy compliance. And in order to comply with the GDPR, many of the EU organizations are thinking to switch to a better or to a very comprehensive solution so that they can comply with the GDPR requirement. Changing an ERP is a very difficult and painful decision. It's not only costly, but the organization has to go through a lots of changes to implement a new ERP, and you really have to be very sure before making this decision, and you have to see that you have crossed all the possibilities to stay with the existing ERP before you make this decision. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next video.